Welcome to Culturally Incorrect, the podcast where two friends dive into the ordinary, turning the mundane into a humorous adventure.
Join us for laughter, candid conversations, and a dose of friendship as we explore the everyday topics that make life truly basic.
We're your hosts, Ken
and Z.
We're here to turn your everyday into a fun-filled conversation.
So grab the drink of your choice, put on your headphones, and let's chat.
Welcome to another episode of Culturally Incorrect. In today's episode, we find out what New Year's is like in Ken's house and that Z is not very neighborly. All right, I'm recording.
All right, welcome back. Another episode. We talked about Thanksgiving because that recently passed, but let's talk about all holidays, right? Let's open this topic up. What we doing for New Year's? What we doing for Easter? What we doing, all throughout the year?
Man, New Year's is always it was a good holiday when I lived in Florida because I would always host game night. So like for the 4 years that I was there, New Year's would be game night. Like so everybody would come to my house. We had like some fireworks and stuff, so people would, and then it would be game night from 4 p.m. until 2 in the morning. And 4 p.m. right, and so it would be just like literally game night. But then this was when you're in the military, I'm younger, and so there was like it was drinking involved, right? Mm-hmm. Everything was a drinking game from the word go. Football would be on, the kids would be doing whatever the kids are doing because ain't nobody paying attention to them at this point, and we would start drinking and. I remember one year I was actually, I think we were drinking, like we had started drinking, and one of the guys that came late, right? He had came like around 6 or 7, right? So now we already 12 shots in because the game we played was anytime anybody got up from the card table, everybody had to take a shot. So if you got up to go pee, everybody had to take a shot. If you went up to go get another drink, everybody had to take a shot. If you got up to do anything, to take a smoke break, whatever, everybody had to take a shot. And then we had two guys, Rivers and Trey, bro. They were just standing up, just to stand up. They were like,
that's what I'm about to say. You would have somebody that's like, yeah, it's time to take a shot. And just be like, no, you.
And they stood up, and they like, and then we take a shot. And this dude came late, so he had to catch up. So he was just, he's trying to catch up. We like 6, 7 shots in, so he's just taking the shots and everything like this. Now, mind you, so now we're playing games and stuff, and we play sequence and stuff like that because there's a whole bunch of couples. We're doing all that, and then we get to the end of the night, and everybody at this point is just toasted. We went through 2 handles of Captain, like we were just.
7 shots in a row is blackout material. That's grounds for a blackout. 7 shots in a row.
When I tell you, everybody was so messed up, and then the wives didn't drink. So except for Crystal, because we were at home, right? Mm-hmm. So she got to drink, and then so everybody's going to town, and then so at the end of the night, we done sang the songs. Everybody's getting ready to kind of pack. We're slowing down and everything, and Trey and Rivers still taking shots, right? This dude that we're with. He now the guy that tried to catch up, right? He's smaller than all of us, right? So he can't hold as much, but he was drinking with us the whole night. He's leaning on my countertop, talking to me, and all of a sudden you see him go, smacks his head on the floor, right? And now his head is cracked open and he's bleeding. And Trey's wife's a pharmacist. So she works at medical, and we're all like, we're drunk, right? So we're not making it. We're like, you work on medical, fix him, like do something to him, like patch him up. Like, what do you're she's like, I'm a pharmacist. Like, what do you want me to do?
I'm a medical doctor. What y'all a surgeon?
Yeah, so she's like, so what am I supposed to do? She's holding. So now Trey is sitting. He's drunk and he's holding the guy, right? And he's holding him. And he's doing this, and he's waving. So now the guy has already got a concussion, and he's waving. And so, of course, he throws up on the floor. And so now the other guy that he's holding. So he throws up, and now there's just a pile of throw up on the floor. And now my drunk ass.
Yeah. You got all
so now my drunk ass sitting there piling it together with napkins and stuff. Trying to corral it, right? And meanwhile, like while I'm on the floor trying to get this cleaned up, here I see Trey and Rivers is pouring more shots. Rivers, and he's handing the tray. So Trey takes his hand off and he's doing like this, and he takes his shot. Like, and I'm like, for real, guys,
You finna bust your head.
y'all doing more shots. So they doing more shots and stuff, right? So this is so this is all going on, right? So now at this point, Crystal then ran into the bedroom and she's yelling from the bedroom, "Get that drunk, blah blah blah, blah my house," because she mad because he drunk. But now he drove. Well, he didn't. Did he drive? Yeah, he drove. Did he drive? I can't even remember if he drove. I don't know. However, he ended up there. So he's there, and then the other guys, their wives packed them up, put them in the car. They're toasted, and so we get them. Trey goes home, and his wife's like, "Yeah, this fool peed in the cornhole board because he thought it was the bathroom." So he went out to the back and he peed in the cornhole board. I went to River's house the next day because I was still drunk when I woke up. And the guy, we had packed him up and put him in the bathroom with some covers. Like, I put a pillow down and some covers because Crystal wouldn't let him sleep on the bed. She's like, "Put his ass in the bathroom." So that's where I put him. And then when I woke up, he was on the couch. So we got in the car and we drove all the way up, dropped him off. I stopped by River's house, and I go to River's house, and he's just laying in the bed in the pile of throw up.
Oh no! Oh my god!
And I was like,
Oh, that's
but yeah, that was probably. And then the next year they didn't let us drink like that. Everybody was like, no, no, nobody's drinking.
I mean, drinking every time somebody got it from the table was just a bad
Oh man,
idea.
it's awesome.
Ugh.
That was probably the but yeah, New Year's is it's always fun. Like, it's a good time, especially you get a game night, and then
Yeah.
you have room for people to sleep over if they want, and then
We should make that a
yeah,
tradition for as long as you're here, because you probably ain't gonna be here much
why
longer.
not?
But
Why ain't gonna be here much longer?
I don't know.
Where
But
I'm going?
anyway,
I ain't going
but
nowhere.
but if we should do that. That sounds
Yeah, but
dope.
then
Because I mean, I really don't do anything for New Year's, to be honest. Like I used to go out
yeah,
every year, right?
but you,
When I was in Philly, that's a long
if
time
we
ago.
do New Year's parties, then you got to do New Year's party. You can't be coming here lightfoot. You can't be coming here talking about some. I can't drink nothing. I'm just gonna. You
Me?
gotta be dedicated. It's gotta.
I say listen. I ain't trying to sound like a less because I'm not. But you ain't finna see me turn down a challenge.
Look,
We drinking, and I know you got the space.
yeah.
Listen, I'm good on a carpeted floor with a
I
blanket.
don't need. I mean, there's a
Great,
bedroom for that, but
but I mean, it's gonna be multiple people, so
yeah, but
somebody
I
might take a
mean,
beat,
most
somebody
people are not
might
gonna
not.
go in hard, right? Most
So,
people.
but I'm saying I will be
Yeah,
dedicated.
most people. I'm like, especially if it's at the house, going in hard because that's probably the one time a year that I'll actually drink to
Mhm.
excess.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll have all types of stuff, man. We do mixed drinks, straight
Let's
drinks.
do it.
Huh?
Let's try and do
All
it.
right.
We don't have to do it at your house every year. Like we can go back and forth, but let's try and do it.
Okay, that works for me.
I think people will be down for
Yeah,
it because after a certain age, you don't have time to be going out.
this is
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
This is true.
You ain't not.
But
No, no, no.
yeah, but I think it would be a good place. My house is usually pretty good for entertaining because we can put a big movie on in the background and listen to some music if we want to, and then just kind of like see that. I'm not going to spend money on fireworks though because that's just I can spend money on liquor and be a whole lot better.
Can you do fireworks in this neighborhood?
No, you can't. But they do it every year anyway. That 4th of July, New Year's, they just popping them off, and they put up signs every year. But how many people are you gonna arrest? You can't arrest the whole neighborhood. They be out here. I think that's how that house caught on fire the other year. Like, we had two houses next to each other catch on fire, and burned down. They were vacant for a good. I think they just sold one of them because
They're
and it
like,
was like a good year and
and
a
this
half.
is the reason we don't shoot fireworks
It'd be
when you
dry.
live 5 feet from the next neighbor.
It'd be dry. But
Oh
no,
God.
you said you like Easter. Like, what's up with that? You got a thing for bunnies?
Oh no, no. So, I have. Well, now I have eight, but I had um, seven nieces and nephews,
Mm.
two godkids. Like my love for children was just, and they get so excited to find Easter eggs. Now, when we were young, that was my favorite. Like, because you have to find the Easter eggs, and my mom would always uh had the golden egg, which always had $100 in it. I know.
Oh, see this?
And so imagine a kid, you only seven, you like, I got $100.
Man.
Remember in another episode we were talking about dollar hostess? What? $100 is a rat. So yeah, and I'm a true fat kid, like snacks all day.
Wow.
But anyway, the so we used to like even as adults, like after the kids would do their thing, when we turn like 18 or whatever, my mom would be like, all right, y'all only get to look for that golden egg, and she
Yeah.
would put us all in, in the on the porch, go hide it, and then we come in the house. When I tell you, I mean, it was we'd be pulling each other down the stairs.
Wow.
Like, it got so real. One year she was like, I'm gonna tell y'all where it's not.
Wow.
So y'all don't go upstairs and
Tear
trash
stuff
my
up.
house. It was so much fun. And so when I, became old enough that we weren't hunting anymore, um, I would do it for the kids, and they loved it. Oh, they loved it so much, and you just see how happy they were.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's like for me one of the best things. And then they get all dressed up and be all cute, like what? Because for Christmas is usually like
Hmm.
pajamas, right? I buy the same pajamas for all the girls, same pajamas for the boys until they got to a certain age, and then they were like, no, we ain't doing that no more. Um, so that was cute. But for Easter, you get all decked out
Yeah.
and be all cute in your Easter clothes. Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah. It's funny how that reverses, though, right? Like, because when you're little, you wear all the like matching pajamas and all that stuff, and then you
Yeah.
get to teenage years and you're too cool for that. It's like I ain't doing all that
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah, yeah.
and then you get to where you're like 25 and older, and it's like
Hmm.
I want to wear matching
I
pajamas,
want to
like
do that
yeah, like
again.
when I
That's
was
so
a
cool. That's so
kid.
cute.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you get I want to be an individual, but you're really trying to be like everybody else, and then you're like, man, I like this. This is
Yeah.
cool. Okay, yeah, you back to it,
Yeah.
finding yourself.
Yeah. My daughter wears a Grinch costume or a Grinch onesie every year, and then but
Hmm.
she goes out in the Grinch onesie. So
Hmm.
like I think we went to CBS last year, and when it first got cold, and she had her Grinch onesie on, and some lady was like, "Really, the Grinch this early?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yes, the Grinch is early." She's like, "Christmas is around the corner. It's like
Hmm.
December 2nd or something like that."
I'm still in Christmas, straight from the rip. Oh gosh, yeah, man. I think yeah, Easter was my favorite. Um, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think like even when we would do when I would do for the kids, we would still hide like the golden egg. I think if I went home for Easter this time, we would do the same exact thing, like have the kids do all their stuff and then hide the golden egg.
Yeah.
But now the kids are in their 20s.
Well, yeah, that
So
doesn't
they would
work.
do theirs, but then their kids would,
Yeah.
do the hunt. So it's so much fun. It was so much fun. But yeah, what other holidays are there that people actually
Wait, well,
celebrate? Like,
Halloween. What do you mean? What other holidays? The best holiday. Halloween is the best holiday. What?
okay,
Oh man,
you see, I don't
we
even
used to.
consider it. Like when I was young, we didn't celebrate.
Oh well, yeah. That's
Well, let me not lie. Like for a certain time, I think probably till I was about 10,
uh,
we did, and then after 10, we didn't.
okay. Well,
But go ahead,
for me,
tell me
we
about yours.
celebrated it every year because it's the only holiday you can go around and get free candy. So, so we would go around and we would just go get free candy, go to parties, and then when you got older, you went bag snatching because that was the thing to do.
You were stealing little kids' candy.
So when I was little, I got bag snatched. When I got older, I
That
snatched
don't make
back.
it okay.
Huh? I snatched
That don't
back.
make it
It's
okay. You like, oh, somebody punched me in the face, so I'm gonna go punch
it's
them in the face. That don't make
it's
it okay.
part of the tradition. You never went bag
Who's
snatching?
absolutely not. First of all, I don't know what neighborhood you was in because if you snatched it, you were getting stumped out. No, what?
You never went.
I,
Bag
so
snatching still has to be a thing. There's no way.
I,
Stop.
so I was going to say I saw that on Blackish.
Hmm.
The older kids were coming
Yeah,
around and taking the
yeah,
kids' buckets.
yeah.
I saw that on that TV show, but I was like, when I saw that episode, I was like, what? Like
You ain't.
those fighting words
What do
right
you
there,
mean?
or
Yeah,
fighting
bag
actions,
snatching,
I
bro.
should
You
say.
go and
Oh, we
it'd be
fit
like
fight.
4 or 5 of y'all, and y'all sneak up on the kid, snatch his bag, and run.
That is so traumatizing.
It's not
First of all,
traumatizing. It's what happens.
it
You
sound
gotta make
like
sure you
it.
get a good bag
If a
too.
bunch of big
Yeah,
kids come and
yeah, yeah,
snatch my
yeah, yeah.
stuff,
You gotta wait till you get older, and then you snatch bags. That's why you. That's why you
absolutely
don't let
not.
your kids go out alone, man. It's well, watch them.
Absolutely not.
I respect
Absolutely
the
not. You talking about I did it, so I did it.
Yeah, got done to me. I was out running around all happy like a little kid with my
I'm about to
bag.
say, did you like what
Huh?
it happened to
Hell
you?
no. But but
Exactly.
that's not the
So
point.
why would
The
you create that experience with
Because
somebody else?
it builds character. What do you mean? Why would I?
So y'all dressed up too?
Nah, you went out in black. And you just went snatching bags. Like you didn't want to dress up.
Well, no, I just mean
Yeah,
regularly. Like when you do Halloween, you dress up.
when I was talking about when I was a kid or when I
Yeah,
was bag snatching.
or now.
Yeah, I dress up
No,
now. I dress up now. But we don't go out. We just sit on the porch, and then all the little kids come up, and then you're supposed to be like nice, and be like, "Oh my God,
you're
you're
not
so
supposed to
and
be nice.
so."
You should be
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
You're
which
supposed to be
costume?
nice.
Oh, are you Iron Man? Oh, you look so nice. Like that's what you're supposed to do because you know.
I think we're gonna do that next year. So our anniversary is on
Mm,
Halloween, and so we usually go out that
yeah.
night. And so uh I think next year he wants to actually do because this year I didn't have candy to put out, so he was like, "We suck. We probably those neighbors that everybody like I don't go outside. I don't. I know my neighbor to the left of me. I know my neighbor to the right of me. I know my neighbor right across,
Hmm.
but I can't remember her name right now. And the only reason I only met her twice,
Mm,
and the only reason I met her is because her dog ran outside, and she's an older lady,
hmm.
and she was just standing in front of her door calling him, and he was like, "Stop." So I helped, shoo him back in the house. She said thank you, and that was that.
You're not gonna. So what you're saying is you're not Miss Parker right now, but later on you're working towards being Miss Parker. You could be out in the front gardening. They'll be like, "Hey, Miss Parker."
First of all, Miss Parker was a,
What you gonna say? What was Miss Parker?
and I'm not going to be that for my neighborhood. Let me tell you that. But yeah, so I don't know anybody. So I'm like, I'm not going outside. You remember John E. Powell that worked up in the op center?
No, Johnny. Why are you
He
dropping people names like that? Like they may
uh
not want to be known.
sorry, but no,
You say
no
John.
he okay. Well, you wouldn't have known
I
who
would have been
you know how
like,
many
I'd been
Johns
like,
we work
yeah, I'd
with.
have just played it off. I'd have been like, absolutely,
Okay,
people. I know who John is.
so he lived around the corner from me, and he told me he was like, you better have kids from my kids here, because we found out that we live literally around the corner from each other earlier that month, and I was like, boy, I don't hand out candy on Thanksgiving. Look at me on Halloween. He was like, oh. Now that I know where you live, you better believe I'm coming to knock on your door. You better have candy for my kids. So that one year we stood out there and waited. And I was like, they just coming around here extra late, ain't they?
How late they
Like I
came
was
out?
like 6:30.
That's not late. What are you talking about?
Well, I was planning to leave to go to dinner at 6. So I was like, they need to come
Oh,
on here because this is
they don't even start till 5:30. But
I know. And I was like, why? And they were like, well, they gotta get home from school and we gotta get home from work. We gotta get them dressed. And I
yeah,
was like, oh, that shows you just how much I don't know.
yeah. Our like they put out a bulletin for our neighborhood. It starts at 5:30, ends at 9. Those are the hours for trick or treating. After 9, you can close your doors because there's nothing. But then the kids come around and play Ding Dong Ditch.
So mischief night is no longer a thing.
What's that? Mischief Night?
Mischief night.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a thing up north
Yeah.
because that was more of what up north did. Like I don't know if they do mischief. This is kind of a country kind of area. So I know up north all that stuff was hot. Like you go out, mess with
Yeah.
people's stuff, egg
Yeah.
people houses.
Yeah. I was like, man, because we live in communities, right? So I'm like, dang, they could really wreck shop if they wanted to. Just a
But
group of teenagers doing whatever. I'm like, oh, they can tear up a bunch of houses in a minute.
you would think that. Well, for me, it's like with technology now, you can't do as much anymore, right? Because they pick you out of the cameras. Like you can only ding dong my house one time, right? And at
Hmm.
that point, I'm just watching the camera for you to come up. And as soon as you go press the button again, like I
I'm
got you,
right there.
got you. And
Yeah.
then it recorded you the first time you pressed the button, so I know who you are.
Yeah.
So
I mean, for Ding Dong Ditch, yeah, but for Mischief Night,
yeah, but I got
that
cameras.
would be
Like so,
nothing. Yeah, but if I got on a hoodie and dark clothes, what you
all the
finna
cops
do?
gonna catch you. I'm gonna find you.
No, they ain't.
I will get in the car and ride around the neighborhood to find you. Don't play with me. Like leave my
No,
house
you won't.
alone. Leave my
No,
house
you
alone.
won't.
Like why you gonna do something like that? I will get in the
Oh
car and I
God.
will just randomly drive around to see. Because if you're doing it
But
to me, you're doing it to other people.
that's probably a good thing though that Mischief Night isn't a thing though. Like that's probably good.
Yeah, now that I'm
That's probably
homeowner,
really good.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, boy, I'd tear some stuff up just to tear some stuff up.
No, according to you, if it was done to you, if you could do it to somebody else,
Exactly. When I was a
so
kid.
you did it to somebody else, so that's what I'm saying. It's gonna come back.
No. That's why I moved down
You just
south.
said that was
That's why I
okay.
moved out of the inner city. It's roughing out there, boy. I tell you what,
The
it's
foolishness,
rough.
the foolishness. I can't even. So what are y'all doing for Halloween next year? Like, are y'all? You said y'all do get dressed up
Yeah, we
to
get
hand
dressed
out
up every
candy?
Halloween.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think Crystal was a Ariel from Little Mermaid. She went and she
Hmm.
took uh uh
Makeup.
no no yeah she took what's that stuff called that y'all fishnet stockings. So
Hmm.
she took fishnet stockings and put it on herself, and then she
Hmm.
had like this rainbow glitter
Hmm.
eyeshadow that she put
Hmm.
on, and then when she peeled the fish nets off, it looked like
Hmm.
scales and all
Yeah.
like Ariel's tail and all like that
Hmm.
stuff. And then and she had a red wig and all that stuff. And I think Kiana this year, I don't know if she dressed up, but she had her devil horns. And then they had the stuff we got from Disney with the Disney cartoon stuff with all the like the little characters and stuff like that. So they were matching. And then I was my normal goblin gargoyle that I just had
Mm,
my tail and just kind of handed out stuff to the kids. So
that's cool. Yeah. I mean, after I was what, like, about, I say 9 or 10, and my mom was like, "No, that's the devil's holiday." We stopped.
whatever,
And I
you
was like,
dressed up
"Oh
last year.
no."
Was it last year? It was last year.
No, I dressed up for what you call his
Yeah,
party. I ain't dressed up for Halloween.
that wasn't Halloween.
I don't think so. Was
I
it?
don't remember.
She had a party. I don't know. It might have
Let's go
been.
rock Tina Turner.
Yeah, I wish I could have done it so much better though.
What do you mean?
I really do. I wanted to do the infamous. No, let's not talk about it.
Well, you do the
I'm
milk,
gonna.
the milk
I'm gonna.
one, the Angela Bassett suit.
No, no, I wasn't gonna do that
Oh,
one. I don't like when people do that. I think it's tasteless.
the white suit.
Hmm.
Why is that? Why does it taste? Let's get into this. I want to know about this.
No,
Why does it taste this? I'm confused.
I think that they're highlighting the one of the worst parts of her story, and then people try to combat that by saying that's when she took her power
The
back. Yeah, but that's not why people are rocking the suit because they put the blood on their face and all that stupid stuff. No,
oh
we're not doing all that.
yeah,
For me,
she
for
did.
me, that's for me.
She did take her power back. She's like, oh no, this ain't happening no more. I'm gonna
Hmm.
get in that ass right now.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but anywho, uh, yeah, I think next year he wants to decorate and hand out candy and stuff, and I think I'll be okay with it. Like I know that I don't serve nobody's devil. I know that,
Yeah, the kids
and I
don't.
ain't worshiping, and I ain't worshiping no demons or
Yeah,
nothing like
they
that.
don't come around in those costumes. It's not like when we were kids and they'd come around in those weird costumes. Nowadays, I think I saw Iron Man,
Most
I
superheroes, right?
saw a
Yeah.
dinosaur,
Hmm.
I saw what's his name? I saw oh, what's that guy's name from The Princess and the Frog? The Doctor. Oh man, I'm gonna forget.
Oh no.
Vasilius.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I don't remember.
no, Doctor Vasilius. Keith
I've
Keith
seen the
David.
movie, but I
Oh,
don't remember it.
yes, he's the guy that's got friends on the other side.
Oh,
And I got
the
friends
long,
on the
the
other
long
side.
face
Yeah,
guy.
okay.
I love those Transformer
Yeah,
costumes though. Them
the ones, but
kids, I'll be like, those are so cool.
yeah.
And then they take off in their wheelies. And then that year, that 1 year that we did hand out candy, they had dressed the baby up in the stroller. That was really cute.
Yeah.
I think those are the funnest, the most fun. You gotta make sure you have some organic baby applesauce thingies.
Oh, I don't do that. I just give them candy. Kids
Listen,
like
in these
candy.
neighborhoods, no, not
Babies
baby.
like candy too.
You absolutely better not be giving no baby no
Absolutely.
candy.
I'm sure their parents eat it.
That's why I say that's exactly the point. I don't want to give it to the parents. I want the baby to have it. So if you give them the organic fruit pouch,
See,
they give it to them.
see this. Watch this. Watch this. So now I know. So I'm picking up your vibe. So I'm gonna ask you: are you one of those anti Valentine's Day people? I feel like you're like you're only doing it because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I am
See,
anti.
I knew it. That's the vibe you're giving off. Like you got to do it for me all year long. You can't just do it on a holiday.
No, actually, I'm not that type of person either. I don't romantic gestures aren't really like my thing. Uh, you take like I don't need you to like I'm not a flowers
You
person.
know?
You know what I like about flowers? And this is probably gonna sound bad. I like when they die.
Oh,
because they look so pretty.
Wow.
What?
You're giving off bully vibes. I just want you to know we gonna go back to the bully vibes.
What about that? It's bully
I like
vibes.
it. I like it when they
I just
die.
like even in young. No, so you celebrate Valentine's Day. So okay. So when I was young, my mom used to give us all a card, a bear, and chocolate,
Mhm,
and then my dad would do the same thing.
mhm,
So I like that. Like that to me is like you showing me love, and
mhm.
but not from. No, I don't need that.
Yeah, I get my daughter something every year for Valentine's Day. I used to give
I
her
think you
the
should.
big giant
I think
bears.
that's cool.
Yeah,
I don't do the whole relationship Valentine's Day thing. Mm-mm.
absolutely.
You could buy me some jewelry any time of the year. You feel me? I don't need no chocolate. I get my own chocolate.
I don't even know what to do with that. But that's the the tradition is just to think the thought of thinking about you and being like it don't have to be extravagant, right? It can just be something that say, hey, I thought about you, and I just want you to know that you're on my mind, and I know it's a holiday, and I want to get you something. It don't have to be anything extravagant. It can be just something small, right? But
No,
the fact that you like,
I think the smaller the better. Right? Like a handwritten card or a card with a nice message
mhm.
in it. Cool, cool.
Hmm,
But a box of chocolate,
what's wrong with a box of chocolates?
no thanks.
Wow, you don't even like the mixed chocolates, do you?
What's
The
that?
the ones that you don't know what they are.
Ugh,
You like to know exactly what you're
I
biting
hate
into.
those. I like Hershey's pot of gold because they got almonds. They got they got stuff that I know. When I see it, I know. Chocolate and nuts. Thank you. That's it. We don't need no. Because I told you I'm a texture person. I don't like that stuff just being you bite into it and stuff just be
Mm-hmm.
like the what they call that cherry
No
bomb thingy,
bonbons.
bruh, or that cream.
Uh-huh.
Oh, bruh. I would, so so I told you they would get us the little red heart, and I would just eat the two that I knew that were solid chocolate,
Uh-huh.
and then the rest here, have at it. Give to my brother. I'm not eating that. Mm-mm. You're not tricking me. Mm-mm.
That's the whole point of the box of chocolates.
I don't need no surprise.
It's supposed to be. I don't know what it
Thanks, but no
is. Like
thanks.
I will not eat the ones that are already pre-marked. I need it to be a complete surprise. It just needs to be
Oh,
shits in here. Like
I remember trying that, and he's like, one had like almost like a mint
there's those mints
taste
ones.
to
Yeah,
it,
there's some mint
and I'm like,
ones.
bruh, what is this white cream that tastes like
Mm-hmm.
mint? That's disgusting. That is just nasty. Why'd you put this in chocolate? Why would you wrap it in such a great?
So you don't like Andes? Wait, you don't like Andes?
I don't eat chocolate mint anything.
Oh, really? Not even chocolate chip mint ice cream?
Oh, chocolate chip mint anything. Chocolate mint,
Yeah,
peppermint patties.
peppermint patty. I got a whole thing of peppermint patties in the freezer right now.
You are a serial killer. He like Andes, them chocolate things they leave on your pillow. You're nasty.
Why? You just don't like
That
mint,
I love mint. I don't love mint and chocolate.
but they go together.
I love chocolate. I don't love mint and chocolate.
They go together.
They
They
don't.
do. That's
Somebody lied to y'all. Thin mints. What is wrong with those
oh
people?
man, thin mints, bruh,
Yeah, I know. I know. It's a whole army of
bruh,
y'all. Come on, come for me.
bruh.
Nasty. You're
Thin
nasty.
mints?
Some was it you that tell me you leave them in the freezer and eat them frozen?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. Disgusting. I still love you,
How so?
but you're
Like, ooh,
nasty. So many people love chocolate mint.
yeah. That's
I'm not one of those people.
that's what I'm drinking now. I'm drinking peppermint mocha. Like I feel attacked. Got peppermint mocha coffee right now.
I feel attacked.
Yeah, like Jesus. Like that is just they are synonymous with each other.
Peppermint mocha. No thanks. Yeah, no chocolate and mint. No. So when I make my when I used to make cupcakes, I used to make the hot cocoa
Hmm.
cupcakes, and I would always put the the candy cane in the thing, and people love that combination. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
But you'd make them.
Yeah, I mean, people love them. It's just not for me. It tastes delicious for y'all.
Fair enough, I guess.
No thanks. Well, anyway, this has been another episode of
I forgot. I'm not gonna
My
lie.
friend
I forgot.
forgot.
I'm thrown off by the fact that you don't like chocolate and mint. Like you gotta give me some time to rationalize that.
You gotta
I
process
gotta
that.
process it.
So not everybody loves those combinations. So some people don't like, chocolate with nuts in it. Like you said, I think you said you don't like that.
I don't like nuts in general.
So like for me, I would take a Mr. Good Bar, a Snickers, a Payday, not Payday. Payday doesn't have chocolate. Babe Ruth over anything with chocolate and mint any day.
Mm-mm. Babe Ruth. I
Matter of
can't do
fact, I
Babe
would
Ruth.
probably put those over all other chocolates.
Wow.
Yeah, like what are we doing right now?
Okay.
Mint and chocolate?
Mm.
No. First of all, peppermint is a vegetable or a leaf. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you just call peppermint a vegetable?
Well, a leaf.
Wait,
So
wait,
when
wait,
I
wait, wait.
I was thinking vegetation, I wasn't thinking vegetable. Vegetation. My brain went
uh,
on a fritz real
uh,
quick. Vegetation. You should be putting that in chocolate. Period. And they go like, cocoa is it's from a cocoa plant. Listen, mind your business. Ain't nobody asking you to be rational. What I'm saying is, once you put sugar in it,
it's adding sugar to it. Peppermint sugar, cocoa
no,
and sugar.
no.
It's all sugar. Okay, hit me again. I got it this time. I got it. I'm ready.
Trying
Let's try
again.
it again.
This has been another episode of.
Culturally incorrect.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you in the next one.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Culturally Incorrect. Please join us next time.